Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. Today we're looking at the 10 best JRPGs you absolutely need to play on your Nintendo Switch. These games offer amazing stories, fun battle systems, and will keep you playing for hours and hours. Let's jump right in. Star Ocean, the second story, brings back a PlayStation classic with beautiful new graphics that mix 2D characters in 3D worlds. You choose between two main characters, Claude, a space officer from Earth, or Rune, a girl with healing powers from an underdeveloped planet. The game lets you pick different party members as you go, and your choices actually change the story and ending you'll get. Combat happens in real time, where you run around the battlefield, attacking enemies with normal hits and special moves called arts. What makes this game special is its deep crafting system that lets you make your own items, weapons, and even cook food that gives you special bonuses. There's also a system called Private Actions, where you can build friendships with your party members, leading to special scenes and even romance. With multiple difficulty settings and tons of optional content, Star Ocean offers so much to discover beyond its main story about a mysterious energy source threatening the world.
Not too shabby.
Octopath Traveler 2 gives you 8 different characters, each with their own story and special abilities, and lets you play their adventures in any order you want. Set in a world called Celestia, with both medieval and industrial regions, you'll travel between towns using special character skills. Some can challenge people to fights, others can steal items, and some can even charm NPCs to follow them. During the day and night, which you can switch between any time, these skills change, giving you different options. The battle system uses a break and boost approach, where you target enemy weaknesses to break their shield, then use BP points to make your attacks stronger. The game's unique look combines old school pixel art characters with beautiful 3D environments and lighting effects, called HD 2D. Each character's story stands on its own, from a warrior seeking revenge to a scholar researching ancient ruins, but they all connect to a bigger mystery by the end. With side stories, optional dungeons, and secret job classes to discover, this game offers easily 80+ hours of adventure.
Prepare yourself. My blade sings. It's my turn.
Dragon Quest XI S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition puts you in the shoes of the Luminary, a hero reborn with a mysterious mark on his hand who must save the world from darkness. This game sticks to classic JRPG traditions but does them really well. Turn-based battles where you pick attacks from menus, colorful monsters designed by Dragon Ball's creator, and a world full of towns and dungeons to explore. What makes it special is how polished everything feels, from the story about a hero being hunted by his own kingdom to the character building where you unlock abilities on skill panels. The Definitive Edition adds so much extra stuff: a 2D mode that lets you play the entire game like an old school RPG, extra character stories, a special mode where you can visit past Dragon Quest worlds, and a fun horse racing mini game. The game really shines with its lovable party members like Sylvando the Entertainer and Eric the Thief, each with their own reasons for joining your quest. With voice acting in both English and Japanese, orchestrated music, and a story that will take you around 60 to 100 hours to complete, this is the perfect game for both newcomers and longtime JRPG fans.
Watch out! Fight and fight some more!
Triangle Strategy combines tactical battles with big story choices that actually change how the game unfolds. You play as Serenoa, heir to House Wolfert, caught in a war between 3 nations fighting over salt and iron resources. What makes this game different from other strategy games is the Scales of Conviction system. At key moments, your party votes on important decisions like whether to protect a prince or hand him over to enemies, and you need to convince them to vote your way through conversations. Battles take place on grid-based maps where positioning is super important. Attacking enemies from behind or above does more damage, and you can create powerful combos between your characters. Each of your units has a unique job like spy, healer, or archer, with different skills and movement ranges. The story tackles serious themes like war and politics without being confusing, and your choices lead to one of multiple endings. The game uses the same beautiful HD 2D art style as Octopath Traveler, mixing pixel characters with 3D environments, with New Game Plus letting you carry progress into new playthroughs to see different story paths. Triangle Strategy offers great replay value beyond its 30 to 40 hour main story. Chained Echoes looks like a 90s JRPG, but plays like a modern game with tons of quality of life features and zero random battles. The story follows a group of heroes from different warring nations who must work together to prevent an ancient weapon of mass destruction from being used again. What makes combat fun is the overdrive system, a gauge at the top of the screen that you need to keep in the sweet spot by using different types of skills. Stay in the sweet spot and you get powerful bonuses. Push it too far and enemies get stronger. About halfway through the game, you get a mech called a Sky Armor that completely changes how you fight and explore, letting you fly freely around the world. The game's class system lets any character use any weapon and learn any skill, so you can build your party however you want. There's also a crafting system where you grow herbs and minerals to make equipment and items. Despite being made by just one developer, the game is packed with content, interesting side quests, hidden bosses, and a story that mixes fantasy with sci-fi elements. With its 30 to 40 hour adventure that respects your time, no grinding needed. Chained Echoes feels like a love letter to classic JRPGs, but with all the frustrating parts removed. Persona 4 Golden puts you in the shoes of a high school student who moves to the countryside town of Inaba just as mysterious murders begin happening. You and your friends discover you can enter a world inside TVs where shadows, monsters born from people's hidden feelings, roam around. What makes Persona special is how it splits gameplay between dungeon crawling and daily life. During the day, you go to school, join clubs, work part-time jobs, and hang out with friends to build social links that make your battle powers stronger. At night or after school, you can enter TV dungeons to solve the murder mystery and save people before they become the next victims. The turn-based battle system focuses on hitting enemy weaknesses to get extra turns, and you collect and fuse personas, creatures representing different parts of your personality that give you various magic powers. The story deals with themes of facing your true self, as each character must confront the part of themselves they try to hide from others. With its catchy pop soundtrack, colorful art style, and story that balances serious moments with humor, Persona 4 Golden offers around 70 to 80 hours of gameplay with multiple endings based on the choices you make throughout the murder mystery.
There are 2 enemies! Hang in there! Persona! That's it, Yosuke! 1 enemy down! Persona! Someone else's turn.
It's over.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 takes place in a world where 2 nations, Keves and Agnes, are locked in endless war, and soldiers only live for 10 years before their life force returns to their colony's leaders. You control Noah and Mio, soldiers from opposing sides who, along with their friends, discover they can fuse together into powerful beings called Ouroboros. The game's huge open areas are filled with monsters roaming freely, and the battle system happens in real time, where you auto-attack while positioning yourself to use special arts that charge up over time. What makes this game special is the class system. Your 6 main characters can learn any class from people you meet, letting you mix and match roles like defender, attacker, and healer to build your perfect team. The Ouroboros forms add another layer to battles, letting 2 characters temporarily combine for powerful attacks. The story tackles deep themes about life, death and breaking free from the cycles that trap us, but it's told in a way that's easy to follow even if you haven't played previous Xenoblade games.
You're in for it now.
I was waiting for this!
Shin Megami Tensei 5. Vengeance puts you in the role of a high school student who gets transported to Da'at, a post-apocalyptic version of Tokyo where demons roam freely. After fusing with a mysterious being, you become a Nahobino, half human, half demon, with the power to fight and recruit demons to your side. The game's core loop involves exploring vast open areas, finding demons, and trying to convince them to join you through conversations where you have to pick the right responses based on their personality. Combat uses a press turn system where hitting enemy weaknesses gives you extra actions, but enemies can do the same to you, making battles strategic and sometimes brutally difficult. The Vengeance version adds a whole new story route, more areas to explore, and quality of life improvements over the original release. What makes SMT different from other JRPGs is its focus on alignments. As the story progresses, you make choices that align you with order, chaos, or neutrality, leading to different endings and reflecting on big questions about what kind of world would be best for humanity. Paper Mario. The Thousand-Year Door brings the GameCube classic to Switch with updated graphics while keeping everything fans loved about the original. You play as a paper-thin Mario searching for crystal stars to unlock the mysterious Thousand-Year Door, with each chapter taking you to unique locations like a fighting tournament, a spooky forest, or even a luxury train. What makes this game special is how it turns RPG battles into little performances. You fight on a stage with an audience that reacts to your moves, and timing button presses perfectly makes your attacks stronger and defenses better. Throughout the adventure, you'll collect unique partner characters like Goombella, the archaeology student, and Yoshi, who hatches from an egg you carry, each with abilities that help solve puzzles in the overworld. The paper theme isn't just visual. Mario can fold into a paper airplane to fly across gaps, roll into a tube to slip through bars, or turn sideways to squeeze through tight spaces. The game balances its kid-friendly look with genuinely funny writing that works on multiple levels, including some surprisingly dark story moments and lots of pop culture references. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster brings 2 PlayStation classics to the Switch with updated graphics, music, and quality of life features. What makes these games legendary is the 108 Stars of Destiny system. In each game, you can recruit 108 different characters to join your cause, each with their own stories and many being playable in battle. The first game follows the son of a great general who discovers his father's boss, the Emperor, has been corrupted by a magic rune, forcing you to start a rebellion. The sequel, set years later, follows the son of another hero who gets caught in a conflict between Highland and city states. Combat uses a unique position-based system where your formation matters, with 6 characters fighting in turn-based battles that move quickly thanks to auto battle options. As you recruit characters, you build up your headquarters, starting with a small place, but eventually growing into a massive castle with shops, mini games, and facilities run by your recruits. What really sets Suikoden apart is how your choices have real consequences. Characters can permanently die, wars play out differently based on your decisions, and the games feature emotional stories about friendship, betrayal, and the true cost of war. And there you have it, the top 10 JRPGs you need to play on your Nintendo Switch. From modern classics to remastered gems, these games offer amazing stories and fun gameplay that will keep you busy for hundreds of hours. Which of these games have you played? Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, or if there's another JRPG you think should have made the list. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content every week. Thanks for watching, and happy gaming!